All right. Hey, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I'm so excited to be on here. We're going to be talking about some live in-person events, and I think this is going to be very beneficial. I can't wait. I've got my notepad ready to take some good notes. I wanted to kind of just brag just a minute. We have Miss Sue on here in our Zoom, and she's been thriving with us, I know, well over 8, 9 years since the beginning, I think. And so, oh, 9 years. Okay. But what I have loved is that we talked about last week or a couple weeks, they kind of all run in a blur. We talked about doing reels and we talked about going live and doing all these things. And I have loved, you have just really filled my heart because, we as leaders, we get to the point where like, what content can we bring? Are we, do our people still hear us anymore? Is it even valuable? And watching you, I'm sure it wasn't comfortable. I even saw you outside doing a little run, and I'm sure you had to have somebody record you. But what she heard was, you've got to be relevant in this space. And she went out there and she did the dang thing. So I'm just so proud of you. I know that that was probably not in your comfort zone. I shared how it just, it's hard. It's hard. But I know that you love this business, you love this product, and being able to get out there and I wish I could unmute you. I don't know why it's doing that, but I'd love to hear y'all's engagement. Any of you guys that changed your modes to professional modes, kind of what are you seeing? Yes, Sue said it's becoming fun. It is. And the fun thing is that it's so crazy for me to watch those people that never comment, never engage, how you can see that they're watching you. And, if you do something funny, they're like, oh my gosh, so it's a fun time. And, getting outside of our comfort zone, guys, I know that it is hard to do things that, we're like, oh, this gets me uncomfortable. But the thing that we have to remember is that we have to do things that we are relevant to us, our core vision and our values. I haven't seen Miss Sue like in a bikini thong, dropping it like it's hot. She's not doing anything that's not relevant to her. She's staying, in her category, in her bracket. And so I just wanted to shout you out and just say congratulations and props. And I am just speaking a new promoter, new business, new growth into your business, because I'm like, Lord, give her somebody that she can lock arms with and partner with and just grow exponentially. So anyway, we have two amazing leaders on the call. We've got a Meredith and we've got JoAnn. And I love doing life with these ladies. JoAnn, especially, we've had more opportunities to be together. And so JoAnn and I'm going to be filled in a little bit with Meredith on what exactly they've been doing as far as online events, and then I'm going to share a little bit about, y'all know, the run season is back in place. And I understand, and there's a lot of leaders that are like, I build online, but guys, I'm going to tell you, we have to go back to that face-to-face interaction. We have to go back to, I don't like the belly to belly, because I'm like to think that I'm like abs to abs, I'm calling things into existence as that they aren't, as if they are. And so, I like smile to smile connection. And so for me, it is the way that I've built this multi-million dollar business. It's a way that I continue to grow. And so I'm going to share some of those tips here at the end, but I'm going to let JoAnn kind of kick it off and introduce, and we'll go from there. This is not a watch story time. You guys are challenged to engage and react in the comments and the chats. We do like to go back and snag those chats so that we can kind of see like, what are the questions y'all have and what are y'all asking? And so also put it in the comments below, and Meredith and JoAnn can kind of answer some of those questions. And this is your time to learn and grow. Remember, your time is your most valuable possession. So let's be WW. What would Sue do? Well, we'll get that. What would Sue do? And I'm not relating her to Jesus, but Miss Sue went out and she did the work and did the do. So let's find something in this call that is going to change our business. So JoAnn, I'm glad to see you and good to have y'all.
Hey guys, so I'm actually, if you guys don't know Meredith, she is great. We actually really started connecting because of our online events. I reached out to her and we just, I think we've connected pretty good for over probably 5 months now or so. But I'm gonna actually let her start with our online events because she's got a little, and in case little wakes up, she wants to be able to hide herself. So go ahead, Meredith, take it off.
Okay, well, thank you. Hi, guys. Welcome. I'm so excited to be here. I have been with this company for 4 years now, and let me tell you, let me just roll fast, really fast. Um, I started because I was a nanny. I was dog tired, and I fell in love with a sample after watching a friend thrive, Ashley Sy. You all probably know her real well. Um, and I fell in love and I decided to promote it pretty much from that get go because after day one of a sample, I felt incredible. But life hit me. So I've been promoting for 4 years, but in November of 2022, my entire team left. So I started from ground zero. And I noticed my PPA and everything. I was like, you know what? I need to be doing something different. And I need to do something different and I need to step outside my comfort zone. And so finally I was like, you know what, I'm not really good. I'm really shy when it comes to like doing something like this. Honestly, I'm like a nervous wreck, so just bear with me. But I knew that I didn't have the confidence and I didn't have the team to do in-person events. So I was like, you know what? Let's search online and see if I can find like online shopping events. So in December of 2022, what I did, and guys, I was 7 months pregnant in December. So I was sitting here like, my whole team's gone. Um, how am I going to bring in the extra income when I'm home on maternity leave? But here I am full time at home, so I don't have to worry about maternity leave. But like having that extra source of income, as you all know, is super nice. So um, it's as simple as this. I went into the search bar on Facebook and I was like vendor events or shopping online events. And it was insane the amount of things that popped up. And so then what I did, um, I ended up also finding this group that was I guess the group is like all the small business people in this world on Facebook. It's a it's a group where admins will put their events and then you can drop your business, what you promote, and then they can reach out to you if they have an opening um for your business. So obviously Thrive and a lot of them, a lot of health and wellness ones are in these shopping events. But yeah, it's an event where I'm not hosting it. There are admins that put it together and they encourage us to invite like anywhere from 15 to 30 people um, of our friends or our customers or whatever into these events to have them build for interaction and everything. Um, and yeah, it was just really, really unique and cool. I was like, okay, I can do this. I can like schedule out these posts and all these different things. And so I'll figure it out. I just kind of learned along the way. Um, and so I have been doing, oh man, December 2022. I'd say last year alone, I probably did 1 to 2 vendor events almost every single week. And with that, I would say out of that, the amount of connections that I've built, that's what's more important because what I noticed is with my PPA that my warm market was saturated. It didn't matter if I was adding to my network every single day. My warm market, who I kind of relied on for the last 2 years prior to 2022, I was like, I need to just step out and do something different. And so that was kind of my way to be rebuilding my business. So yeah, all it is, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's an online shopping event with a bunch of different businesses. Um, and yeah, it's really actually really fun. JoAnn can probably attest to that. It's like so fun to do, the connections that you learn. So yeah, so I am in currently I've really found some really good groups that I'm in, like admins, and I've become really close with them and everything. I do typically pay a fee for them. So anywhere from like 5. I think the highest one I've ever paid is 30, but that was a holiday one. And they typically, the ones that I'm in, they typically run from like a Tuesday through a Sunday, or Tuesday and your last post be on a Monday. I have done a month-long one. I don't recommend it because people will lose interest or kind of like get tired of like checking into that event. I've done one that's only like 3 days long, and where Thrive has so many incredible products, I felt like it was too much information in such a short amount of time. So the ones that I have found, I've really liked like that 5 to 7 day range, where I found the most like worth and like connections and samples that I give away and stuff like that. How do I get people to know about it? I share it in my story. If I'm in an event, I'll share it in my story, be like, guys, I'm in a shopping event, there's a cash giveaway. And typically how that works for the ones that I'm in is that if you purchase through another vendor or through me, whatever, then you get entered into a cash giveaway, and then you can shop with them again, like shop with whoever you want to. So like one of them that I'm in, that's a $5 fee every single week. It's a $50 cash giveaway. And I've gotten so many. What's really cool is a lot of times people have heard of Thrive, but they don't really know much about it. So like my most recent customers within the last couple months, I see questions popping up. Sorry. The last couple customers I've gotten the last few months, they've been like, I've been hearing about Thrive, hearing incredible things, and they ended up winning the giveaway. And they're like, I know exactly who I'm shopping with, and it happened to be me because they've heard of Thrive before. So, I share a poll of the events that I'm in my stories, and then also I share it into my customer chat on like, hey, I'd really love your guys' support. I know you love the product. Would there be any chance that you can jump in and like I'll invite you to this vendor event that I'm in, and you can look around the other people too, but I'll enter you in for like a cash, like not cash, but like a credit giveaway if you jump into this event. And then I just send them like free shipping off their order if they order that month. And all of them that have joined me and helped me with that, they're really great about like commenting on my posts and like sharing their experience. So that's been really, really helpful as well. If I'm going too fast, y'all just let me know.
Now,
Slow
Meredith,
down.
oh my gosh, you're doing great. I was like writing really quickly. I love that Ashley said that you copy your content and you use it, so you're working
I'm about
smarter.
to share.
You're not
Yeah.
having to recreate every single time.
No, I'm about to share that. Yep.
Okay. One other thing that I want, someone's asking is, like, how do you find these groups? You know, like, I know you said you put it in the little search field. So,
Yep.
and I love that. Honestly, I know people are like, well, I'm going to spend money. Guys, if people are paying money, they're going to be more serious. Or is that what you find, that they're more serious about showing up in the groups and that sort of, they've invested something, there's some skin in the game. So hey, $5, you can't beat that. You can't enter you can't enter a run or a festival booth or whatever for under $50. So I love that.
Right. Well, and also guys, when you think about that cost, but you're able to write that off in your taxes too. So like think of it as a business. You're running a business, nothing, you just gotta think about it that way. And a lot of times, like because of the connections I build, I end up with a customer or two per event. So it there's some, I don't know how to like word that, but I recommend spending the $5 or the $10, whatever it is, because that also goes toward the cash giveaway that the admins give away. So like people then could come back and shop with you. How do I find the events? I literally just in Facebook, I'll click like online shopping event. That's what I put in there. And it will pop up all the different online shopping events that are available that admins are putting on. So I'm not even the host. Now, when you do pay and you do add your 20 people, say it's 20 people for an event, then you become admin in that shopping event so that you can go in and post. Does that make sense? And then, I have noticed in most of my events, they're like anywhere from 500 people to now the one that I'm in, that's a $5 event. When I jumped in it in 2022, it only started out with like 500 people, and now it's up to 1.6 people. And I mean, and people are very active in that group. So that too, like there's so many that I'm totally opening to a totally different market too. So okay, yeah, this comes down to like how I stay organized for this. So what do I post? So when my events are like 6 days long, your first day you post an intro post and then you do an interaction post. Well, with my interaction post, I am very specific. What I do is I want to know the people that are active in that event. I want to know what their health concerns are. So I have a post that simply is, let's do a poll. Overall, what are your health goals that you would like to achieve in 2024? And then I drop all the different things that we target. You know, we target the hormonal, we target energy, weight loss, appetite control, mood support. I mean, you guys know all the different things, better sleep, hydration. So when people, and I have like all of those marked by like A, B, C, D, E, F, and it goes down like that. And so then the people that are seeing my posts, they just comment what letter, and then I just target all my posts around their responses. Does that make sense? And obviously day one, I obviously talk about our Thrive 3 steps. Well, day one, day two, whenever I start talking about the products, I talk about Thrive 3 steps, then I go in there and I share my story. And then I share about Thrive Elite, and then you always do an interaction post on every single day to keep people interested, interacting, all the things. And what I use to stay organized is the Boards app. The free Boards app, I do not pay for that. I don't pay. I know you can pay for it, but I simply created a vendor events folder, and I have dropped every single post in there. And then I have a vendor events photo album in my photos. Simple as that. Day 6, I talk about the opportunity. On Saturdays, every single Saturday of my events, I do a giveaway for a 3-day sample. And then with that, they win 2 plus line products that I talk about during the event. Yes, I do send these out for free. But here's how I also get more samples out. For those who have entered and commented and wanted a giveaway, I reach out to them. Hey, sorry you didn't win the free sample, but I do have a discounted 3-day sample with 2 plus line products. I'm sending out the door tomorrow. Would you like to try it for $15? And I do the event price $15 because typically I sell my samples for $20 to $25. So I make sure that they know that it's a on sale event price. Obviously I have them create an account, or if they don't have time, I simply just have them send me their email, their home address, and I create it for them. What questions? I'm gonna get to one more thing that I really definitely do, but look at my notes real fast.
While she's looking at her notes, y'all encourage her and Star to maybe do a Tuesday boards class, but definitely we don't want to bombard them and take away from their business, but maybe they will jump on. But you got to go do some work. You can't just say, hey, do boards, because I mean, Meredith, you have a little. And so you're having to do this in the nooks and crannies of nap time, I'm assuming. And so this is just
one
work.
nap a day.
Yes. And so I love that. I love that you're taking excuses out. You're doing what is working and effective with your schedule in your life. So yes, everybody's saying please do a boards education. So we'll put peer pressure on Meredith and Star to come together with a Tuesday class. And but is there, let's see,
one more thing.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, my last thing, they always recommend doing obviously a thank you post. So on your final day when you're talking about the opportunity, you do a thank you post. What I do, because so many of these people are either like 31 or Pampered Chef or Color Street or all these different businesses, right? So usually they have their own personal business page. Well, I don't. A lot of us don't, because we use our products every single day. So just come to our personal page. So what I do is I actually say, hey, I don't have a personal page, but come, and if you want to stay up to date on everything and stay connected, just send me a friend request, not a follow, a friend, and then I will get you included into my VIP customer chat. And then what I do, my VIP customer chat is simply a customer chat, but I don't just share new product drops or the sales. I also share in there garden tips, because that's one of my huge things. And I also share recipes. Obviously share product drops, giveaways. Like right now, anyone that's running an auto ship this month to help me earn that cruise, I'm doing a $50 credit giveaway to anyone that runs their auto ship this month in my customer chat. So when people are wanting to stay connected in my thank you post, I to like follow up with them and to stay connected, that's really how I get them into my like daily network, and how I remember that they're there and all the things. Oh, and lastly, because some people are like, how are you simply successful in this? I one one group that I really love, one vendor event. And if you guys want to be invited into any of these events that I'm in, just kind of see how I do it. Just reach out to me, send me a private message. I will gladly invite you. But my $5 event that I do like almost every single week, y'all, it has a vendor train, which means if you shop with a vendor that drops their link in the train, okay, and then you shop with them, they in return, or someone from the vendor that is talking about their business, then shop with you. So you are automatically guaranteed a sale when you shop with somebody else. Does that make sense? So that's how I've really gotten new customers every single month. Um, and like I said, sometimes I'll send out just like 3 samples, and then in the long run, they'll become a customer. Or even to me, just getting 4 new customer accounts from an event, that's huge, because like you guys know, Thrive Lavelle does the background on like keeping them up to date on things that are happening, and then they're in your VIP customer chat. And so don't always like focus on the sale when it comes to these events. Really focus on the um connections that you build. And I've gotten really close with the admins, and don't feel like you have to spend money to make money when it comes to like purchasing from somebody else, like purchasing another from another vendor. I also do a party poll throughout. I have a graphic. I'm happy to share it. But like it has like still shopping, has questions, want to earn extra money. My order is placed. Not at this time, and I can't remember what the 6th one is. Or sample please, I think is the last one. So it's like and it's numbered, and that way I put it. I don't know. I usually put it out on Fridays to see where people are at, if they're wanting to order or if they have questions for all the things. So don't be afraid to really just be genuine and build those connections. I really make sure I'm interacting, because it is mandatory to interact in these groups to keep keep the algorithm up, keep the event successful. But like, take that time to be genuine too. So anyway, let me know what questions you have.
I love it. Oh my gosh. I see the chat going crazy, like people like just information, and that's so good. And I love what she said, like you don't have to spend money to make money, but she's invested into these groups. She's getting a return on that investment. But how about like I needed a candle and I would buy from somebody that's in that group, something that I'm already consuming. And so these people are buying things because they want energy. They want to feel better. They want appetite control. So they're buying things. You don't have to go in there and just spend money, but you're buying things that you're already using, but you're supporting a home-based business. So I love that. Meredith, we're going to jump over to JoAnn, and if we'll circle back, and if the baby wakes up, that's okay. If not, if there's anything last minute you think of, or anybody wants to ask us some questions, guys, go ahead. Yes.
One last thing.
Yes.
Last thing, I promise.
No, go ahead.
What I've been doing too for my customers who have been supporting me for like years on end, guys, I have built my business from ground zero ever since 2022, right? So I now have over 10 auto ship customers every single month because of these events. And I want to say, when I know someone is going to be placing an order, like they wanted something specific, they said, yeah, I want the HGS or I want the Crayon Plus. What I do is I actually give them a customer referral from my VIP who has been ordering forever, so that I'm helping them thrive for free. So that's my last tip.
I love that. Gosh, guys, if y'all don't go implement, like this is like, I'm like, okay, but I'm trying to process it all. That is so good. And again, I love the customer stacking, love helping our customers thrive for free, because what do we know? What has been proven? When they thrive for free, they're going to stay on. How many people do you have that they're thriving for free, and so they just don't quit? It's when it becomes that burden on the budget that they quit and give up. So, oh my gosh, Meredith, firecracker, girlfriend. Oh my gosh, so good, so good. All right, JoAnn, jump in, friend.
All right. Well, Meredith, that was great. I loved it. So if you guys don't know me, I'm JoAnn. I have been thriving. It'll be at 4 years in April. Miss Judy just kept on me, and I'm so thankful she did, for probably 3 years prior to me actually getting on board. But I absolutely love it. So I am that face-to-face person that Chas is talking about. That's where I started. As soon as it opened back up, I was all out there, and that's where I learned of the online events. There was a girl there that is like, you got to get on my online events, and it worked because my schedule is crazy. I am traveling constantly with my husband's business. I take care of my 2 grand giggles. I love that word from Chastity. And I take care of my parents. I run my husband's business. Like, if it weren't for Judy, I would probably lose my head, because she's on me every day, and I'm so grateful for that. But I started the online events. There's a bunch of different ones out there, you guys, so you can really choose. And I have been working these for quite some time, and I've done all the ones that Meredith has done, the $5. They're ones where they're very large and very small in number. My one that I've found that I love is the ones that have training with them. They are a little bit more expensive. So like the one I do is $20 per event, but you're going to have a training in the beginning and a Zoom at the end. You're going to be able to reach out. She helps with posts. She helps with those call to actions. So very important things per your post. So, and how to get into Messenger. That was like one of my favorite things, is learning. And I've obviously implemented this to my Facebook as well, is getting into Messenger more. And I'm sorry, I'm really nervous. So I'm probably talking really fast if you guys want me to slow down. So that's been my thing. And so as I've been doing these, and of course, it's everything I do is what Meredith does. So that's how we connected, was boards. She helped me get my boards going and all that fun stuff. Absolutely love boards. And we just share. So with that, I've gotten a few promoters. I've gotten lots of customers. I absolutely love it. I had 2 customers recently reach out to me and ask me to do parties. I'm like, well, we don't really do parties here, but I'm not going to say no. Let's figure this out. And they happen to be, one's a 31 consultant and one does pottery. they're like, I'm going to help you. Like, let's get these parties going. You're missing something, because I want to thrive for free. And I don't want to put those posts on my Facebook because I don't want my customers to get confused. Like, same thing like we say, right? So I am doing their 2 parties right now as we speak. They've been helping me with it. It's doing really good. So I just wanted to share it with you guys. Um, we are running ours from Wednesday to the following Saturday. The reason for this is the girls told me is you want 2 paydays in there. And I've also noticed, and it's going to be the same tactic as Meredith was talking about with the groups. Your host has to be intentionally inviting. We're going to help them make those good invites. And so we have the interaction. So you just don't want them to go hit that invite button. You know what I'm saying? Because then you're just going to get random people that don't really want to be there. So we want them to be genuine invites. We want that host to connect with their people they're inviting. And our goal is to obviously get them thriving for free, because that's the reason they wanted to do the event. So, and I pretty much do, I am the admin, and then I make the host the admin as well. So she can go in there and talk. And then usually Judy is in there for me too, because she's my rock star, and helping me with those posts. As you said, like I said, I'm so busy. I'm at lunch right now working. And I actually took notes. Hang on, I'm losing track. I'm in my car. So we went.
Meredith, you can interject too if y'all want to kind of tag team. If y'all have some, if she says something that's I see you're like, ooh, so don't hesitate.
I was just reading the chat, making sure we weren't missing any questions from when I was speaking. Sorry.
Okay, cool. Okay.
But definitely make sure that you guys are like sending personal invites to your people. Like, don't just be person that invite button. People can't stand that. And really making those connections and being like, hey, can you come support me? Even if like you don't want to shop. So, all right, continue, JoAnn.
Yes. So just teaching our hosts exactly. So the one I'm pretty lucky that I'm doing right now, because she's in the events that I'm doing. So she's actually been taught the same thing I've been taught. So her party is like amazing. I think I've invited a couple people to join into that party just to see it. But we've already gotten a customer from there. We'll probably have another 1 or 2 customers this afternoon. So again, just like with your in-person parties or your events, you just never know how they're going to go. So, but we just show up for them and do our part in helping them do everything. So the posts are identical that I would do in my event. So as Meredith says, we already have those all in our boards. I share my graphics. I share everything with anybody who asks. But it has been amazing. Like, it's great. I love the in-person steps. I still do those once a month. I also went down to just doing 1 vendor event a month, because I found for my network, that's what works best. When I was doing the 2 or 3 a week, I was oversaturating with invites. I was really working on those quality invites. So for me, those people that get invited are people I've been working with that might be on the fence about Thrive, or that maybe my new connections that I've added and we've been visiting a little bit. Those are my invites. So I'm very particular with that. And then, so I made up a list of like hostess giveaways. I know that was a question for a lot of people, because like with 31, they have the hostess giveaways and stuff like that. So obviously, if they get their 2 auto ship referrals, they're going to get up to $400 in credits, right? So that's one of the big things, is like, hey, like, we're going to help you try to get $400 up to $400 in credits the following month. Then I also, for like incentives throughout the party, so the first person who orders going to get extra $30 in credits, and then the second and third 20 and 10. Anybody who goes and sets up a free customer account with the hostess referral account gets a $20 promo code, and they can save these all until the end if they want. Everybody who orders the 3 steps, they're going to get 2 free samples. I'm big on that. So anybody who orders, I always try to send out samples so that they can get their 2 referrals as well. and obviously I'm connecting with them and I'm in Messenger with them and visiting with them as well. And then everybody loves those shaker bottles. I think Star shared them. And so they get a free shaker bottle. And that's like, oh, I got to order the 3 steps to get those. All orders go into a drawing for free shipping reimbursement. And then we decided to do the 1 grand prize of anybody who orders 150 or more. I worked with my leaders and we came up with something just in case I needed help with that, but we decided to do $100 grand prize. So that's kind of what I'm doing for them. They're working, like I said, I have 2 going on right now. I have another one starting Wednesday, which she's thinking she wants to be a promoter. She's a Tupperware lady right now. So she's like, let me see how this party goes and then maybe I'll upgrade. So I don't know. I know I also done a party for like a launch party. Unfortunately, when I had done that, she kind of had some life and it didn't work, but that's a great place for a lunch party too. So because my promoters are all over because I travel everywhere, it works for me because I can't get in front of them all the time. I don't know. I talked really fast. I'm sorry, you guys.
No, it's great. I think it's
Perfect.
been great. So much information. And I think it's so good to hear like the differences, and the biggest thing is to make it your own. You don't want to take just Meredith's board and just copy. You want to make it your own vibe. But you want to do it. And then, like she said, she works smarter, not harder. She does it and then reduplicates that, over and over. But how cool is it that they're seeing the growth? I mean, they're not just saying, hey, go do this and maybe it'll work. They're saying they're having proven results, but it's work. But how many of us, we've tapped our warm market? Our warm market is just like looking at us with a blank stare, and they're getting into the faces of people that understand this industry. Now, the thing is that they're going to meet people that understand compensation plans and direct sales, and they're going to be like, wait, there's no website fees there. It's free to promote. Like, you can earn your product for free. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting invitations all the time to different parties. People are doing parties again, like she was saying, in-home parties. There's a community that's doing like Botox parties, and then they're adding in some of the infinity jewelry. They're adding in candle company. They're adding in Tupperware. They're adding in all these things and making it a fun event. Women want to go to things like that. And so, if you can do it from the comfort of your home, how fun is that? But what if you can, do it virtually, but what if you can do it, do a little live event? I know that's a big thing for JoAnn too. She gets her people together and they connect. And so, wow. I mean, did y'all get a lot of information on that? I'm going to circle back. Meredith, do you have any like last minute talking points or anything before I go into
I do. Maddie is
Okay.
still asleep, thank goodness. Real fast. Another thing when I am inviting people to these events, so I personally try once a month to support any of my friends that I'm actually like friends with and have built connections with on Facebook, because I'm all about building that true, genuine connection. I pray over families who are suffering or struggling financially. Like I know all the hard work that goes into having your own like small business, right? So once a month, I try to support a friend anyway in whatever the products they're selling, or if they do like tumblers or whatever. So what I also do when I'm doing my invites is I will like personally message them and be like, hey girl, I'm in this shopping event that's super fun, and I wanted to see if you wanted to come in and like just check it out. And then also in the future, you could like promote your business to help your business grow as well. And that has been a huge hit when I've just like reached out. I don't put any pressure behind them, but I'm like, this can tap into a different market also for you. So that's something too. When I'm sending out my invites, I'm really intentional about reaching out to my other like small business women. Because it's not all
Absolutely.
about us. It's definitely not. So make sure that when you are doing your invites, be intentional about, thinking about another family. So
And then
Love it.
I just want to add something. I think I'm unmuted. Okay. With that, like, so Meredith and I have been doing them for a while, obviously. So I can guarantee you at the beginning, I didn't necessarily get a ton of orders, but I got the connections. So, and we've built those connections, and through the events, you get a lot of repeat people, obviously, when you're looking at the vendors. But like I have a customer, I just put in a group message with Steffi and Judy, and she was a customer of a different vendor that was there. So she did hook me up with her vendor that invited her, and just so we can connect as well. But she's actually probably going to be a promoter. So it's about like, again, those connections. They're so huge. Don't be going into like, how do I say this? Don't go into an event with a mindset of selling. Go into
Correct.
it with connections. Does that
Yeah.
make sense?
Yes, very much sense. And that's the thing is that a lot of times, when you've been in this business a while, it's like, okay, I have nobody new to talk to. I'm not getting new connections on my feed, or you're getting these, you're getting people added to your feed, but they're bots or they're spam, so you want genuine, authentic connections. And I love that, they're supporting other businesses, because, you can't expect people to support you if you're not supporting them. And I always get frustrated with people that, they'll ask me to host a party or do something with them, and they have never supported me. Yes, and butthurt. But I'm like, hey, like, no, I'm going to support the ones that have supported me, whether that's a cheering me on or hosting something or sharing. That is what we are here to do, is to collaborate and connect and, continue to, the thing is that we never know when, we don't just thrive together, right? So we never know. I love that Meredith said, she may need to pray for a family in need, or she may have a connection. There may be a family in need and she's able to connect them with a resource. So there's just so much more to this Thrive experience. And it's about a community and a culture and creating that. So, man, did y'all get a lot of value out of that? Fire, fire. Girls, do y'all have any last minute tips?
No, just reach out if you guys need, if you want to jump in any events that we're in, so that you guys can like see kind of how we do it. Just seriously reach out. Don't be shy.
And don't bombard them, and go and recreate it and make it your own. We don't want to be cookie cutter, but we want to, create something that is duplicatable. One thing I want to talk about is, y'all know that I love to do in-person events. I love to do runs. And as we started looking at this year, I thought, well, maybe I'll go back to doing vendor booths, where I pay for a spot at a particular event and I set up and I give samples or do drawings, things like that. And I just was like, you know what? I like to participate in the events. And let's just be honest, the people that started in the beginning with me doing events, and some of them are just thriving for free, or some of them are, just collecting a check. Let's just be honest. Yes, I said what I said. So so it's not as much engagement and interaction, but I've got to take the first lead. So we've looked at that, and it does cost money to set up a table or to be a vendor or to sponsor an event. And so one thing that I've done is just take a very different approach. If you saw on the Going Way Beyond page, you saw that I'm always looking for that what is the next holiday? So for example, if you have Easter coming up, you celebrate Easter, maybe you can get, maybe they have these little individual peeps that you can get, and you can connect them to a one day. What I've done is I'll put a DFT and a pack of capsules, and then I'll put something cute in there and say, hey, let's be peeps or something, whatever, and that's coming up. But what my St. Patrick's Day was, I ordered, like, from Amazon. I got I put in their unique necklaces for St. Patrick's Day. I didn't want something that was just the same. So the ones that I got, and I meant to bring some up here, I think I only had a couple left, but these were like a 3D kind of, they had the green beer and they had the leprechaun hats. And because it was a run, I the same little packages that I've done for, the different events before. And I just created a new cutesy little graphic to go with it. And I have put on there, scan and let's connect. Literally, I have a friend that's not a thriver, and she was with me at the run, and people were coming up to us going, hey, wait, can I get one? And she's like, this is weird. Like, usually people are like, no, thank you. But what pulled them in was that $10 trinket. Everybody wanted to have some green beads. And I was able to go, like, show me your boobs. We were being funny and we were interacting. And they're like, I want to connect. Yes, they scan. And so I'm going through now, literally, that run was Saturday. I'm still working that event. The run project is still putting out pictures and photos, and I'm still connecting and engaging with these people. These are people that move their body. These are people that invest in themselves. And these are the people that I want to be connected with. So, as you're out and about, I have beat this until I'm blue in the face. I've even attended some events and then I get there and the people they don't have their QR code. Guys, I don't leave home without it. I am always connecting. I am always have someone where, hey, let's connect. And it's just right on the fly. Everyone has touchless communication now. And so maybe there's something that you can create and carry in your purse where you can give them, I understand that it's, that's not the full experience, but there's a way to connect. We were at the post office the other day and there were little Avon books, and Lala said, Avon's still around. And I'm like, I remember when Avon was the thing. Now, some of y'all are too young to remember, but Avon used to give us, it was probably the size of my pinky, but it was a little lipstick. And I don't know if y'all remember, we would not throw that lipstick away. Y'all, somebody else validate me right here. So, like, we had that little lipstick and we kept that lipstick forever. And I'm like, these are those little things that people want to have, they want to hold on to. And so it's just so fun to be able to connect with someone, have fun with this, because I see that we get burnout when nobody's asking about my product, or nobody's really interacting or engaging. Guys, the weather is changing. Even for our northerners, I don't know if y'all are still under snow, but people are getting out. I mean, even today during the day, I'm seeing families walking and enjoying the sunshine, enjoying the day. People are getting out and about. Why not give them something that can give them a little extra step in their, in their already daily lives that they're doing? So, gosh, y'all, this is so much information and so many opportunities to connect. And I think that if you really take the time to look for events, have you girls done, just out of curiosity, have you looked in your local areas? So, for example, I'm not sure exactly where Meredith is, but have y'all looked in local areas? And if y'all been around me, I'll grab your phone. And I had to go through, and part of our cleanup was just, like, say I'm in, Cedar Rapids or whatever. I will connect in that community when I'm traveling there. And so I will join groups and events in that area. But have y'all done anything like local, looked for
In
groups in y'all's
person.
local area?
So JoAnn, do you have anything to say on that?
Yes, I do. So I do our monthly Okeechobee quarter auctions, and it's always for somebody in need within our community. So I do those, and then we do there's another feed store that we do local events at. So I find these all in the Chastity hooked me up with getting into my local pages. So yeah, I'm constantly trying to do the face-to-face locals anytime I'm home.
Yes.
And for me, I actually don't, I'm terrified to do locals. I am absolutely terrified. And I think that comes down to where, like, I didn't have a team there for a while. So I was like, can I do this on my own? And so now I do have a team, I've built a team back up, but we aren't, I'm in Central Kentucky. Most of my team is either in Minnesota or in that would be Eastern Kentucky. But my husband, he actually is a sponsor for Ducks Unlimited banquets, and because of his business. And so I'm here in 2024, I'm stepping outside my comfort zone, and I'm going to donate to some Ducks Unlimited banquets that we go to.
I
So
love that. And that, that just like that where JoAnn said Okeechobee, it's something that they do for nonprofits or families in need. People begin to recognize your name and they recognize you as somebody that contributes and participates in your local community. One of the things that I love to do, and just while we're wrapping it up, oh gosh, I'm right in the middle of a post. I don't want to mess it up. Okay, let me hit copy just real quick, y'all. Y'all love me real
So
quick.
Meredith, can I just share something? So
yeah.
and most of my team is all over, like I said, because I travel all the time. I have I think two promoters in Okeechobee, but they're recent and they don't do too much. So I bring my mom, my dad, just somebody with me who thrives, and that's my team. So you got this. Like,
Right.
you can do it.
So one of the things that I just did is, and you're so right, JoAnn. I put in here and I put Greenville, Texas, and I put the word events in my search bar, so you can see it right there. So places that like are touching me. So for example, Greenville, Roy City, Rockwall, Wiley, Fate. Like there's all of these towns surrounding me. There is a vendor market days. There is a chakra cleanse day. There is a margarita crawl. There's an eclipse educational thing. There is Greenville Farmers Market, spring small business pop-up. Like there is like I could go for days on events and I might look at this and go, now this is just one town. This is just one town over, right? I could look at this at the extra, it's like using the word eggs. So, a craft tea, CRAFTEA, that's cute. There's just so many different things that are in my area and I can look at it and go, oh, wow, what is there that I can participate in? This Greenville Vendor Market Days, it says 435 people are interested into it. Happily Ever After, Sipping and Shopping has partnered with some of your favorite local um, business owners, small business owners, and our favorite wineries. So it's a sip and shop. And so, you could go on there and find out what would it cost. And, a lot of people may say, well, that freaks me out, I don't want to go. Guys, literally, I still have the same, it's a shower curtain. And I don't know if y'all have seen it before. I may have to bump it. It's in the Go and Beyond, but it's a shower curtain that I got. Well, actually, I have two of them that I got from Dollar General. It has a black background and then it has all the colors of our product, the greens and the purples and I literally would take a fold up table, put that over it, and then put in some empty boxes. And I would do a drawing. Now I have a laminated QR code. It's literally that simple to set up. And you don't have to give a bunch of product away. You don't have to, some of the places they let you set up where you can do a little taste test. You could do, our crayon, whatever. You could set it up where people could taste some of the product, or you might have, set up some little, well, not during the day, but you could give them some sleep gummies or the collagen gummies, something that they could test. And, it's a great opportunity to get out there. So ladies, I can't tell you, I know we're a little bit early, but oh no, we're great. We're on time. I can't tell you how thankful I am. I'm going to tell y'all, when you stop learning, you stop growing. And Meredith and JoAnn, what value y'all brought to us today. Just great information and great content. And make sure you get your little Zoomy thing so y'all can post it on your stories. And, Meredith and JoAnn just say, how fun was it today to help train on some vendor events, #entrepreneur, because then people are going to come to you guys and they want to know, even if they are in a different business, they want to come to you because you're the expert and you're willing to help. So I'm just speaking into y'all's business that y'all get all of the goodies from all of these groups. And thank you so, so much. Any last minute things before we sign off?
Nope. Y'all have a great Tuesday. Thanks for jumping on, everybody.
All right. Y'all have a great Tuesday. Happy payday.